Right now on KCCI 8 News Close-Up, New Jersey Governor and Republican presidential candidate Chris Christie, his plan for the middle class, the next GOP debate, and how he hopes to win Iowa.
Folks are really angry, especially Republican voters, with our Republican Congress, because they haven't done any of the things that they promised they would do. It looks like Game of Thrones out there. All they're worried about is who's going to be the speaker.
Hear Christie's plan for Washington and how he hopes to bring both sides of the aisle together. Plus, as I sit here talking to you, you seem like a pretty nice guy. Okay.
Well, thank you.
The Chris Christie image, why he says the Iowa caucus process is the best way for voters to get to know him. That's all coming up right now on KCCI 8 News Close-Up.
This is Iowa's news leader. This is KCCI 8 News Close-Up.
Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us for KCCI 8 News Close-Up. I'm Steve Carlin. The poll numbers in the Republican race for president in Iowa are changing. Thursday, a new Quinnipiac University poll puts Ben Carson at the top of the pack with 28%. The poll also shows that Donald Trump's support has slipped to 20%, and Marco Rubio has climbed into third at 13%. Now polling near the bottom, Bobby Jindal, John Kasich, Mike Huckabee, Rick Santorum, and Chris Christie. Right now, Governor Chris Christie is waiting for what he believes will be a surge here in Iowa. Christie has been in the state plenty of times, and he promises that before caucus day, he will be very familiar with Iowa voters. Christie has support from big-name Iowa Republican Party donors and says he will be spending a lot more time in the state in the weeks to come. Before we hear from Christie himself, KCCI Chief Political Reporter Cynthia Fodor introduces us to the man from New Jersey.
I drive throughout Iowa here, and I see wind power all over the state. It makes sense in a big, wide-open state like yours to be able to have wind power.
The New Jersey governor says he's back to embrace Iowa now that a number of big Republican money donors are embracing him, including agribusiness millionaire Bruce Ratstetter, real estate developers Gary Kirk and Dennis Elwell.
These folks standing with me today and the others who are not represented on the stage have been a part of some of the most successful Republican campaigns in Iowa history. I had a reporter ask me yesterday, does this mean I'm part of the Branstad wing of the Iowa Republican Party? And I said, well, if by that you mean the winning part, yes, I am. Because Terry Branstad's never lost an election in this state, and if I'm part of the Branstad wing of the party, I'm proud to be part of the Branstad winning wing of the Republican Party in Iowa.
The 53-year-old touts his record as a two-term governor, saying he's vetoed more tax increases than any governor in history, and his ability to work across party lines. In his 6 years in the U.S. Attorney's Office, Christie built a reputation as a fair prosecutor. He's known for his direct, blunt talk.
If I'm President of the United States, I don't think anybody who knowingly came here illegally should become a citizen. I just don't believe they should become a citizen. And I think American citizenship is an enormous gift.
The governor was the center of the Bridgegate scandal, but claims he was not personally linked to the decisions made by his staff. The father of 4, who lost nearly 100 pounds after lap band surgery, remains behind in the polls, but is optimistic.
It's time to get to work. I'm going to work hard, and we're going to turn people around. It's time for me to go and make my case. That's my job. I'm going to go make the case, and we'll see how we do.
That was KCCI Chief Political Reporter Cynthia Fodor. Late last week, Governor Christie took time to sit down with me and Des Moines Register political reporter Kathy Obradovich to talk about a wide range of issues. Most importantly, how he can dig out of a double-digit hole before the Iowa caucuses on February 1st. Good morning, and Governor, welcome to Close Up. First question right out of the chute, new Quinnipiac poll just out. You're polling at 1% here in Iowa with likely caucus goers. How do you change that around?
You just come out here and work. I mean, you know, we've got 100 or so days till the Iowa caucuses. What we know from 4 years ago is that Iowa caucus voters don't decide till very late. This is a really unsettled race. You've seen that poll change a lot just in the last month. So, you know, you get out here and you work. We've got a great team behind us, Speaker Paulson chairing our campaign here, and so we're looking forward to being out here a lot. I'll be back again next weekend, and we're looking forward to meeting a lot more Iowans and to moving those polls.
You spend more time in New Hampshire than you have in Iowa, probably because it's closer to home, right? But are you going to change that mix now that we're getting closer to the caucuses?
Yes, yeah, very much so. You'll probably see me here at least every other week, if not more frequently than that. And in the beginning it's a lot easier, especially when you're the sitting governor of New Jersey and you have a day job. The trip to New Hampshire is about 45 minutes by flight, which is a little bit shorter than Iowa. But now we're engaged. We've got a great team in place here, and we are going to be working real hard over the next 100 days to get people's attention and to get their vote.
Okay, also in that Quinnipiac poll in Iowa, Ben Carson at 28%, moved into the first spot. Donald Trump still polling at 20%. What's your reaction to that?
Well, listen, I think it's a reaction for both of them to anger with Washington, D.C. Folks are really angry, especially Republican voters, with our Republican Congress, because they haven't done any of the things that they promised they would do. It looks like Game of Thrones out there. All they're worried about is who's going to be the speaker, and I think voters are saying, we want somebody who's going to get something done. And so they're right now looking at outsiders and giving them a look. I think as they get closer, what they're going to say is, let's look at somebody who isn't part of Washington but can actually get something done when they get there. And I think that's when you'll see us move much more quickly up the polls here in Iowa.
Okay, if you get there, how do you change that political climate in a highly fragmented party? How do you kind of bring the Republicans together and get them to govern?
Well, first of all, winning helps. Right, so you wind up winning. You wind up. Everyone wants to be your friends when you win, and that's so you start off with a good base there. But then I dealt with this in New Jersey. I mean, I've had a Democratic legislature, as we were talking about before, every minute of my 6 years as governor. What you need to do is develop personal relationships with folks on both sides of the aisle, and that's what the executive has to do uniquely. And it's a lot of work. But I've done it in New Jersey in a way where we've been able to get things done in New Jersey with a Democratic legislature that have been conservative things like tenure reform, like reforming pensions and benefits, cutting spending, cutting the payroll. So we've been able to do that, but it's a lot of hard work. And I don't think this president has put the hard work in to develop a relationship with Congress. And it's the president's responsibility to do that. And when I'm president, that's exactly what I'll do.
Hillary Clinton said that Republicans are the enemy. She said that in the last debate. Do you think you don't think Democrats are the enemy, apparently?
Listen, that's not the uniter you want to send to Washington, D.C. I mean, if you're going to stand up in there and say the other side is the enemy, the enemy is ISIS. The enemy is Al-Qaeda. The enemy is Iran. The enemy is not Democrats. Democrats are our adversaries. They're not our enemies. And so what we need to do is work with each other, because the people sent those Democrats to Congress the same way they sent Republicans to Congress. And I've always seen in New Jersey, my obligation is to work with the people who the people have sent to the Capitol. And that's exactly what I'll do as president.
Still to come, more of our interview with Republican presidential candidate Chris Christie. And when it comes to Democratic politics, why Christie says it's Hillary's world, and the rest of the Democratic candidates are just living in it, hoping for a piece of the pie. KCCI 8 News Close-Up continues right after this. Right now on Close Up, this was the scene almost 3 years ago to the day when President Obama visited the New Jersey coast after Hurricane Sandy devastated the state, killing nearly 300 people. Some on the Republican side called it a presidential photo op and said that New Jersey Governor Chris Christie was just too nice, with some even going as far as saying Christie was used by the president. As for the critics, Christie has long since dismissed them, saying he respected the president's visit and the fact that Mr. Obama was there to help.
And you took some heat following Hurricane Sandy with the friendly photo ops with the president from some conservatives in your party, and they did not like the friendliness that you showed toward the president.
Yeah, well, I treated the president of the United States with respect when he came to look at our state that had lost 365,000 homes in 24 hours. That 75% of the state had no power at the time he came. My job as governor is to serve all the people of my state. No one worked harder for Mitt Romney. You all remember me being here in 2011 a lot for Governor Romney when he was running. I went to 26 states for Mitt Romney. But when the second worst natural disaster in American history hits your state, you know what you do? You treat everyone who wants to help you with respect. I shook the president's hand when he did some things that were good. I said that they were good, and I will never back off from that because my job is to be governor. I didn't take an oath of party. I took an oath of office. And you have to serve your state. And I think that that's what people in Iowa would expect Governor Branstad to do if some awful natural disaster hit this state. And that's what you do when you're a governor.
There's a debate coming up next week. You have made the main stage, according to what I've been reading.
Yep.
How do you think these debates, what kind of effect have they had on this race? And are you frustrated at all with the way they've been run, people like you not getting a whole lot of time to talk?
Well, listen, you're always, if you're in a debate and you don't get most of the time to talk, and you've been a two-term governor, of course you get frustrated by that. But I understand the situation. We have a lot of candidates. I think we've made the most of the time that we've had. We've gotten great reviews in both debates. And I think that they have a huge effect. When you have 20, 24, 25 million people watching at one time, that's the most folks you're going to have listening to you, even if you're only speaking for 10 minutes out of 3 hours, which is what happened to me in CNN debate. But I'm not going to complain about it. I have no frustration. It's my job to go there and to be able to put my best foot forward.
I talked to Democrats who felt pretty smug after their debate about the tone of it and the more positive interaction between the candidates compared to what they saw on the Republican stage. Is that a concern?
Well, listen, there's no competition on the Democratic side. I mean, you had Hillary Clinton, you had Bernie Sanders, who looked like he was auditioning for vice president, and you had the other three who looked like they were auditioning for sub-cabinet positions in the Clinton administration. So if no one's going to compete up there, then the tone is going to be wonderful. It's a coronation. And now with Vice President Biden not running, that's exactly what it is. So that's fine. We know who their nominee is going to be. So, you know, the debates will be more seminars than they are debates.
Lovely. That'll be great TV.
Speaking of tone, as I sit here talking to you, you seem like a pretty nice guy. Okay.
Well, thank you.
But you know, you're kind of made out to be, you know, this kind of tough guy, maybe a little bit overbearing, maybe a little bit controlling. How do you overcome that perception?
He wants
because
you to
people
yell
do
at
have
him.
it.
Yeah, listen, you know, the way you do it is you just come out here and you be yourself and you let people get to know you. The thing that's great about the process here in Iowa is that you get to know people one-on-one. You get to sit down and talk with folks, and that's the most important thing. And, you know, listen, everyone's going to have a certain perception of someone who's been in the national eye as long as I've been. Now, ever since I beat John Corzine in 2009, came out here into Iowa in 2010 to help Governor Branstad in his race for election in 2010, Iowans have been watching me for a long time. So you're going to need to come out and you need to let them get to really know you when you're asking for the vote for yourself. Much different than when you're coming out and campaigning for somebody else. And so they're going to get to know me over the course of the next 100 days even better. And when they do, I think they're going to understand that I have more than one club in the bag. There's not just a driver. There's also a putter and a pitching wedge and a few other things that allow you to have a little bit of touch. And believe me, I couldn't have done what I've done in New Jersey if I did not have that ability with a Democratic majority in the legislature.
Okay, but Tone, there's plenty of video of you taking reporters to task and maybe some members of the public and things like that. Is that presidential? That kind of activity?
Well, yeah, listen, I think being candid with folks is presidential. And I think that's what folks want in this country more than anything else. I think right now they feel like they don't even know this president. They'll know me. And they'll know exactly how I feel and what I think, and I think that's what they should do. And so, you know, if a reporter asks me a question that I think is not a good question, I'm going to tell them I don't think it's a good question. If someone stands up and yells and screams and protests in the middle of a speech of mine, then I'm going to engage that person. I think that's what people want. And so I think they're going to watch me over the course of my entire career. They're going to know that somebody who just tells it like it is. I mean what I say what I mean, and I think that's what the American people want. And I think when you see some of the folks that are higher in the polls right now, they share that trait with me.
Straight ahead, Governor Christie talks about Iowa's first-in-the-nation status and whether we should be allowed to keep that coveted role in presidential politics. Stay with us. KCCI 8 News Close-Up. We'll be right back. Right now on Close Up, Chris Christie has always called it the way he sees it. But so far this campaign season, his style has been overshadowed by a brash, straight-talking political newcomer. Welcome back. During our interview with Governor Chris Christie, he spoke about Donald Trump's drop in the polls and how he can capitalize. We also got personal with the GOP hopeful, asking, among other things, how does a Jersey boy grow up to be a Dallas Cowboys fan?
You know, Reince Priebus, RNC chairman, Republican National Committee, thought that maybe it would be better if the country had a series of regional primaries to nominate its party leaders instead of Iowa, New Hampshire, et cetera. Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
It's a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. Because what Iowa and New Hampshire allow any candidate to do is to get on the ground, spend time, and really meet people. It's not then a game of how much money have you raised or how many endorsements do you have, but it's getting to know people individually, and in some cases, multiple times. Right? And so, you know, I think it's a great process, and I think it's yielded very good candidates for us over the course of time, and I don't think there should be any change to that process.
What people say they like about Donald Trump, who's been leading the polls for a long, long time, is that he's a truth teller, no BS, right? They say the same thing about you. Yeah. And Donald Trump now is falling in the polls. Does that leave perhaps a niche for you to impress them with your
regain
candor?
that mantle?
Sure. Listen, what I think is, it's the distinction I was trying to make before. You know, there's telling it like it is, and then telling it like it is, and having the ability to get things done. And I think you have to have both. If you only have one, and then you don't get anything done, people are going to become frustrated very quickly. What I've done in New Jersey is to be able to give it straight to people, but then also put, you know, touchdowns in the end zone. And that's what you need to do as an elected official. Folks want to see you accomplish something. And so as Donald falls in the polls, I think that's going to leave an opportunity for lots of people, and I'm one of them.
touchdowns in the end zone. You're
Yeah.
a Dallas Cowboys fan. You've
Yes.
got two teams, New York Jets, New York Giants, who play in the Meadowlands. What's up with that?
You know, when I was 9 years old, I fell in love with Roger Staubach. And I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan ever since. And, you know, I do not change my sports teams yeah, based upon what job I have. So, you know, there are some people in this race who were Cubs fans, and then they went to be Yankees fans when they got a job in New York. I don't think that's the way you do things. You know, if you're a fan, you're a fan. And folks in New Jersey understand. A lot of them don't like it. But I don't think it determines how they vote, because I've done pretty well.
Okay, let's talk middle-class wages. Haven't gone up in 40 years. What's your plan?
The plan is this. We need to do three things. First is to simplify this tax system. What we need to do is get rid of all the loopholes and deductions except for two: mortgage interest deduction and charitable contribution deduction. That's what real people use. And then lower our rates down to 28% on the high rate and 8% on the low rate. You'll be able to do your taxes in 15 minutes.
I love that.
And that'll allow us all to be able to fire a bunch of IRS agents, which would be a good byproduct of that as well. Second, we need to get the government out of regulating as much as they're regulating right now. It costs $10,000 per employee for a small business to comply with federal regulation. That's another reason they're not creating more jobs. And the third thing we need to do is to make sure that we're putting our education system together with the business community. There are a lot of jobs out there that need to be filled that we're not training people to fill. And so we need to have our community colleges work much more closely with the business communities in every state to get the right kind of training. When those jobs that are out there that can help to elevate wages are not being filled, it continues to stagnate our economy.
Can I go back to your tax plan for a second?
Yep.
Because people get nervous when you talk about eliminating exemptions, because we all have some that we care about. For homeowners, it's the mortgage exemption, et cetera. You haven't laid out specifically all of those exemptions yet.
Sure I have.
You have all
Yeah.
of them. Everyone.
Only two. Okay, that's it.
Oh, there's only two.
There's only going to be two that will remain: the home mortgage interest deduction and the charitable contribution deduction. All the rest of them go.
Okay.
All the rest of them go. And I think that's because those are the ones that middle class, and that's why I talked about it in particular, those are the ones that middle class taxpayers really use. They want that home mortgage interest deduction to help make it easier for them to buy and keep their home. And they want to support the charities in their community and want to have help to be able to do that, because we don't want government doing everything. And we have great nonprofit organizations throughout this country which do great work, and then folks get to decide for themselves which charities they want to support that they think are most worthy.
People are skeptical, though, that if you give tax cuts, and especially if you're giving the bulk of the tax cuts to people that Republicans like to say create jobs, people are skeptical that that comes down to the middle class and the people who are just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, but that's not what will happen with my plan, because when you take away all those deductions, you know who uses those deductions the most is the wealthy. The ones who have accountants and lawyers to help them maneuver and manipulate the tax system, which right now is absolutely rigged for the rich. What I'm saying is, if you're a wealthy person in this country and the only thing you get to deduct is your home mortgage interest and your charitable contributions, you're going to be paying more in taxes. If you're a middle class taxpayer, you're going to be paying less in taxes than you were before, when you get a rate down between 8 and 12%. Based on what they're paying now. So our plan is specifically geared towards trying to help the middle class in this country. And if folks who are making a little more money have to pay a little bit more, well, that's the way it goes. But everyone will then at least know it's a level playing field. It's fairness for everybody. Everybody's got the same rules applied.
As a Republican, isn't that dangerous, though, raising taxes?
It's not raising taxes. It's reapportioning who's paying. You know, middle class taxpayers will pay less. The overall tax burden, though, will not be different.
Coming up on Close Up, Chris Christie takes on Hillary Clinton for the way she's going after big pharmaceutical companies, why he says her style of big government will never be good for the country. When KCCI 8 News Close Up continues right after this. Welcome back. It's been more than 4 days since the Chicago Cubs' World Series dreams were shattered by the New York Mets. As it turns out, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie has been a longtime Mets fan. But as you're about to see, he's making sure not to rub Cubs fans the wrong way.
I agree with Hillary Clinton that Medicare should be able to negotiate prescription drug prices. Right now you can't, the federal government can't negotiate prescription drug prices under Medicare.
Well, listen, I think that what Mrs. Clinton's really calling for is for, price controls on prescription drugs, which I don't agree with. We want our pharmaceutical companies to continue to invest in research and development, which is extraordinarily expensive, tens of billions of dollars. They need to be able to make that money back if they're going to invest it. If they don't, we're not going to get the next cures, the next treatments that we need. And so
she's going too far by saying that the marketing money should be moved into research and development.
Yeah, well, listen, Hillary Clinton not only wants to be president of the United States, but she wants to be CEO of every pharmaceutical company. She's an extraordinary woman, but I don't think she can do all that at once. She should let those CEOs and the shareholders, by the way, which help to make those decisions, not have the government. This is the difference between me and Hillary Clinton. She wants the government to make every decision. That's a perfect example of it. I believe the American people should make those decisions and government should stay out of the way.
One last sports-related question.
Yeah.
How about your New York Mets?
Well, listen, when I'm sitting here talking to a whole group of Cubs fans out here in Iowa, believe me, I have great sympathy for you because as a Met fan, we lose a lot. As I told you earlier, as a Mets fan, winning is completely disorienting. But it's a good time for the Mets right now. We're going to celebrate it while we can.
Are you going to go to the World Series?
I'm going to try. But, the home games are going to be a time when I'm out here in Iowa next weekend. So I may not be able to make many of them. I'm hoping to maybe make one.
Okay. Governor, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Great to see you.
If it were only the Cubs going to the World Series, we would have had a lot more to talk about. There's always next year, though, folks. That's what Cubs fans always say. And if you want to see our interview with the New Jersey governor again, there's always the web. Just go to our website, kcci.com, to enjoy the entire interview. Next week, Democrat and former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley. We hope you can join us then. And thanks for joining us this morning on KCCI 8 News Close Up.